much. Thank you very I'm so honored. I'm on this stage with this Oscar. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my mother, everybody, Jan, the director, my husband, Simon. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. A girl can dream, can't she? I'm going to talk about a neighborhood. Actually, this neighborhood. And you are right in the center of this neighborhood, which is called Tussen de Rijnen. And that is my neighborhood. Well, I don't come from here, actually. I come from a small farmer village in the Netherlands. And every day, I use the bike to go to school. That's an old picture, I'm sorry. And when you ride the bike, once in a while, you get a flat tire, of course, which in a small village is never a big problem, because there's always someone who knows you, who will help you, bring you back home, fix your tire, or call your mother. In a small village, people know each other and care about each other. But when I was 18, I went to the university, moved to the big city, and at the beginning, I really enjoyed this big city anonymity. But after a while, I started to miss this cozy, comfortable village feeling. But on the other hand, I became busier and busier with my international job, with my family, with my hobbies. So I got less and less time to invest in my neighborhood. Well, I actually decided I didn't want to live in a big city anymore. I really missed a small village, but I didn't want to move either. So what could I do to change by myself the neighborhood I lived in of 3,000 individuals? In my work, I usually try to get the stakeholders to work together and to connect together by having them work on an ambitious challenge and collaboratively creating solutions. I was thinking, why wouldn't I try that here? And then, but what could we do? And judging by all the talent shows and all the real-life soaps that we have on TV right now, I figured everybody is actually dreaming of their 15 minutes of fame. So I was thinking, let's give them their dream. Let's make a movie with my neighbors. And that is actually where I encountered one of the many challenges I encountered after that. I went to talk to the neighborhood committee and told them my idea, and they said, well, you are crazy. Okay, are you really going to make a movie without any experience in movie making, without hardly any budget, and with people who don't know each other? They wished me luck, but they had very little faith. But I really believed in my idea. So what I did, I contacted a local director, actually the only paid professional in this project. And through an ad in the newspaper, I found 2 neighbors who wanted to draft the script with us. This is actually us in the script adjusting round 5, 4, 6, 7 time. This is Cecile, you see, and the director, and Dobber, and Tomas. Well, all neighbors whom I didn't know, but they're good friends now. So we started to draft the script, and we made up a fairy tale about an old inventor that lives in a neighborhood where people ignore each other, actually. So he decides to do something about it, and he invents magic cubes. He hides these cubes throughout the neighborhood, and every person that finds one of these cubes experiences something with it. And that, in the end, brings them all together. So actually, the theme of the film was also the thing we wanted to accomplish by making this film. So we wanted to include as many people as possible in this film. So we made a lot of roles for all the different people that lived in our neighborhood. So older people, children, students, upper class, even homeless people. We ended up with 19 lead roles. But during the first casting, only 12 people showed up. Well, kind of disappointing, but then again, based on the enthusiastic reactions of these 12, we decided to go on. We redrafted the script, and we did 1 or 2 more castings, and we asked all the people to go back, spread the word, and ask their neighbors to come. Even the ones who didn't want to be in front of the camera, who wanted to stay behind the scenes, because there's always so much to do. You can work behind the scenes, help with the sound, provide the catering, or even provide your house as a film location. There's always something someone can do. Well, this worked. And the more people that got involved, the more concrete this movie became. And the more concrete this movie became, the more enthusiastic and committed the people were to make it into something spectacular. We became a little bit crazy. We really thought about, well, we need to have spectacular special effects. We need to have a dancing fountain floating on the canals. And then, well, for this dancing fountain, we needed at least 3 bridges to go open, but okay. Then we also decided we really want the film music to be written and to be played by people from our neighborhood. And we even started fantasizing about a big premiere in a real movie theater with red carpets and with press photographers and with an after party. Of course. So it grew and grew, and it was like we were riding a magical wave of community enthusiasm. Well, of course, all the ambitions also created a lot of work and a lot of challenges. But actually, every challenge we tackled by creating collaborative solutions. So, we were there. That was really exciting. I was finally in that movie theater. We got, oh yeah, we did the final scene. When we started with only 12 people auditioning, the final scene we did with over 200 actors and extras. So it grew rapidly, and we ended up having a sold-out premiere in the biggest theater of this city. And when I was standing there in this city theater in front of these over 400 people, they were all going to see the result that we made. And we made it ourselves. We did everything ourselves. The script, acting, catering, even organizing that whole premiere. We did it all ourselves. I felt extremely proud. And of course, I cannot show you everything and the whole film. You can watch it on YouTube. It's called Tussen de Rijnen. But I'd like to show you a sneak preview.
Wie waren dat? Wat is dat voor spel?
Is jij de boel?
Vind je het leuk?
Dit zit ineens in de tas.
Hé, wat zout jij?
Thank you very much. As you did now, in the theater as well, the crowd went crazy. They were clapping and cheering. And then all the cast and crew came with me on that stage. And I stood amidst of all my neighbors, and I felt as if we had really won an Oscar. But this result, the film, was not the most important result we achieved. The most important result was all the really great people I got to know. All the friendships that existed. And they still are friends. They still go to dinner together. we still go to the gym together, we meet each other while walking the dog, or we chat when we are doing the groceries. And due to all the positive publicity, now all the 3,000 people in my neighborhood, they know they live in a neighborhood where people care about each other and help each other. I'm now not living in a big city anymore, actually. I am living in a small village that's located between the Rhines in Leiden. So if you also don't want to live in an anonymous city anymore, just think of an ambitious and crazy idea and just try to catch that wave of community enthusiasm. And maybe one day you will be standing on a stage giving an Oscar acceptance speech. Thank you very much.